Three, two, one.
Here we go!
Stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight, o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave through the night. a senior, number 10, Stilwell, lady. A senior, number 10, Kaylee. A senior, number 14, Shannon Patron. And a senior, number 15, Finley Johnson. The Lady Indians are coached by Terry Sweeney, assisted by Matt Lou. And now, for your Fort Gibson Lady Tigers. 10 wins and 4 losses on this season. Let's meet your starters. At 5'5", a junior, number 3, Addie Whiteley. At 6 feet, a junior, number 12, Lady Stanley. At 5'6", a sophomore, number 21, Miley Wofford. At 5'9", a freshman, number 22, Leah Peters. And at 6 feet, a freshman, number 25, Keshe Brown. The Lady Tigers are coached by Scott Lowe, assisted by Jerry David Walker and Wes Walker. Referees for this championship game, Bruce Douglas, Steve Bergman, and Scott Brown.
Here with the first finals matchup of the evening here at the 50th annual Old Fort Classic. We're bringing you the action. We've got Fort Gibson Lady Tigers taking on the Stilwell Lady Indians.
They turn it down. And off we go. Championship game for the ladies. Lady Stanley for 3. Off back iron.
Wadey will bring it up for Stilwell.
Dishes down low. Nice pass. Tries to kick out.
Good defensive effort, but Holmes is able to maintain control. Benham from long range. She knocks down the triple. That's going to get Stilwell started early tonight.
The 2 seniors guards lead Stilwell. They're going to dish it down to the freshman down low, and she gets it stolen. They're going to call a foul on Keshe Brown.
That's their first personal, first team foul.
Prairie Holmes is slow getting up. And she's going to take a break.
We'll have Sweeney check into the game early for Stilwell.
Lottie controls. She's been a leader at Stilwell for quite a while now.
Ball fumbles around for a little bit. Brown able to come down with it for Fort Gibson. Whiteley pushes.
That's a battle between her and Snowda. They've been going at it for years, and this will be Snowda's obviously her last year, but she's been given Whiteley fits for a few years already now. Nice pass down low. Nice assist by number 21.
Stilwell going to see if they can get anything going. They're running a 4-out, running their post player low block to low block. Had the offensive rebound, but a foot was out of bounds. Fort Gibson takes control.
Yeah, and Stilwell's going to control the perimeter. And, you know, obviously they can't handle the height that Fort Gibson poses with Brown and Stanley. But from the perimeter perspective, that's where they want to win.
Absolutely. They're going to want to rely on Wadey and Benham. get some production going outside for him today.
Mid-range jumper by Laney Stanley falls a little short. It's front iron.
Corner three, Benham tries for a second. Offensive rebound, kind of just throws it up. Ref's not going to reward her for being out of control. Whiteley and Brown on the fast break. They'll convert.
Get the 6-footer on the run out. You know, you don't see that often. A 6-footer that can fly down the court like that. You know, she's already, as a freshman, got colleges looking very hard at her.
Fort Gibson very fortunate. They'll have her 3 more years after this one. As Whiteley goes up inside. Strong move, physical finish. Whiteley gets it done over the hand of Wadey. Fort Gibson going to show that 2-3 look that they've been showing all tournament. Stilwell, a nice job. High-low action. Whiteley will handle for Fort Gibson. Wadey guards.
Dish down low, or she takes the baseline and is able to put up the shot and put it in. Brown got a piece of that, but the ball still gets it in the hoop. So trading baskets here, 8-7 in the early going.
Whiteley again going to get to that wing versus Wadey.
Leah Peters, number 22, out on the perimeter. Now they're going to a 4-high look. Freeing Whiteley for the 3. She can't connect, but gets her own rebound. Goes back up and is fouled by number 15, Kinley Johnson.
Stilwell going to have to be careful against Fort Gibson's continuity offense. See, they like to screen that backside elbow and bring either one of their posts to the ball side block. Whiteley hits the first of her free throws.
You know, the thing about Fort Gibson is, offensively, is they're very deliberate. They know who they're going to go to. Their players know the role that they're playing on that play, and they're just very deliberate. If they're going to go to Whiteley, they're going to move the ball to get her the look.
Whiteley able to capitalize on her free throws. She'll extend the lead to 3 for Fort Gibson.
And in early going, she's got 6.
Stilwell trying to find something. Fort Gibson bringing some good pressure through their zone.
Gets the turnover.
Brown, the freshman, with the steal.
She's going all the way. She can't finish, but that's just an impressive move.
And that's good ball knowledge out of the freshman. She gets hacked baseline, gets past the rim, and then able to make contact back towards the rim to get inside. Won't see her miss too many of those looks today.
14, Sykes with the foul. She's the Warner transfer, so she's got a lot of experience as the senior, one of the seniors on the club. There's Brown with the rebound.
Whiteley will drive, pulls up for the mid-range, off the glass. Good look for Whiteley.
She's on fire right now.
Is that 8 already?
Yeah.
Don't look for her to slow down anytime soon. Stilwell going to have to make an adjustment on her.
I look for them to kind of drop back into more of a zone look defensively.
Stilwell doing a good job inside-outside against Fort Gibson's zone. Get the shot that they were looking for. won't convert. Offensive rebound.
Prairie Home's back in the game. Number 12 with the errant three-point shot.
Number 10, Snowda waiting back in for the Lady Indians.
Got a little token pressure here by Wadey. She's just going to make her work a little bit.
Wadey really applying pressure right now.
Number 15, Kinley Johnson back in for the Lady Indians.
Couple of subs we missed. 13, Piper Blackburn in for Stilwell, as well as number 4, Thurber. Blackburn really effective yesterday. It was a big reason why they were able to come away with a win in a tight contest.
Sykes with looking for the screen out here. She's going to give it to, that's kind of a heat check, but Lainey Stanley on the board. Just hustle play there. She wants the ball, but can't get it into the interior there with a turnover. And Stilwell's going to give it right back with their own turnover.
And I like the heat check by Whiteley. Did have the open.
She had the open
shooter,
jumper, yeah, from the elbow.
As hot as she is, I like the heat check out of her. I like her showing aggression early.
They're going to feed Brown, and she dishes down low.
Good play by Brown. Stanley willing to cut for her.
You know, kind of a high-low, but, you know, initiated by Brown is really in the low block. This zone is just giving Stilwell fits.
Fort Gibson seems like the much more in-control team here in the first.
And there's the three. They needed that.
Thurber off the bench. I think she hit one yesterday. She'll add to her total in the tournament. Hits one today in the first.
Nice dish down low by Whiteley to Brown.
And that's just Stilwell falling asleep on defense right there. No excuse for that. Backside block, got to be aware.
With 17 seconds, they like to take a timeout just on that play there.
We'll go ahead and take a quick break. We'll be right back here at the finals, 50th annual Old Fort Classic. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Backed by the golden rule, treating customers like neighbors. No fine print and no bait and switch. Now that's a bold move. Bravado Wireless.
Welcome back to the 50th Fort Gibson Old Fort Classic. We've got a barn burner here, 16-10 with 17 seconds in the first of the championship ladies game. With Stilwell with the ball out.
Fort Gibson not shying away from that 2-3 zone. It was effective in the first. Brown with a good double team.
Ball will stay with Stilwell. Seconds, catch and shoot. Whitey gets it up. It's good if it goes, and it back irons. And that ends the first with Fort Gibson leading 16-10. We'll take a quick break, and we'll be back for the second quarter.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back with more action. 50th annual Old Fort Classic here on BravadoWireless.com.
Welcome to Bravado Wireless, from right here in Eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
All right, welcome back. Bringing you the second quarter action of our girls championship game. Fort Gibson holds a 6-point lead over Stilwell Lady Indians. Good contest so far. Whiteley really being the difference maker for Fort Gibson scoring-wise. But don't sleep on the efforts of Brown. Big reason why they're up 6.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at the offense, it was Brown and Whiteley. Whiteley with 8, I believe, and Brown with a good 6. So. Wofford comes out of that scrum with the rebound. Fort Gibson will go the other way. And Whiteley will put him in gear. Errant pass. We got a run out on Stilwell. She makes a nice move and stops and goes. So.
Good job of not getting too excited, making sure to gather, lets the defender clear, and then goes up. Seeing some more of this continuity offense out of Fort Gibson.
That's a freshman mistake there. She dished it into Brown, and she had a backside wide open and tries to kick it out and throws it away.
Even if she wouldn't have thrown it away, throwing the lob gives the time for the contest to get there. Would have liked to see a bounce pass out of it.
A jump ball, that's gonna turn over, so they get the turnover there. But you know, Fort Gibson knows that Stilwell's game is the perimeter, so they are putting pressure on the three-pointers. They are not going to let them get many open looks.
Absolutely, just like my old coach used to tell me, when you're going into a game with a superstar, I'd consider Wade well. Your goal is to not let that person beat you. Wadey does well from the outside. Fort Gibson pretty good at making adjustments so far.
Wofford in trouble. She's going to get a timeout for Coach Lowe knew that there was going to be a 5-second call, so he didn't want the turnover, so he calls timeout.
They'll just take a quick 30. We'll stick right here.
You see the run out here, and the stop and the pop. It's just let the traffic go by, so you got the flyby. And there's the freshman down low with the dish and the putback. And that's the offense that Stilwell wants. They want the kick out or the open look from the corner and hit the three. That's their offense. And Fort Gibson's definitely scouted Stilwell well.
Another thing I like to see out of Brown for Fort Gibson, willing to make the extra pass once she gets the post entry. Don't see that all the time out of freshmen. They usually make up their mind before they get the ball. Brown refusing to be one-dimensional.
You know, and I've always said Stilwell goes the way Snowden goes, or Snowda goes. She's got no points. You know, so to me, you know, that's not a positive.
No.
And, you know, they get her going offensively and she gets the turnovers and the layups, then their offense really starts clicking.
Could be looking at a different ball game.
That's
Snowden
correct.
Gets started.
You know, but one thing about it is, and Peters is going to turn it over.
Wadey tries to get going. I think she might have tried to draw a foul, doesn't get one.
Leah Peters with the rebound, so she makes up for the turnover. But what I was saying earlier is that a lot of people don't realize the defense that Whiteley can play. You know, they always look at her from her mid-range and her driving ability offensively, but that girl can play some defense. hence, and that's why the battle between her and Snoda is just a prime time matchup, because both of them, you know, they're known for their offense, but both of them's defense is just another level.
Absolutely. Very fortunate that they ended up on the opposite side of the bracket. That way we get a chance to see them in the finals.
And this is a repeat from last year.
Yep.
Fort Gibson won it going away last year in this tournament and took the championship, went on to go 15 straight and get a berth in Class 4A, whereas, you know, Stilwell wasn't able to repeat into the state tournament.
Snoda looks to get started, unsure of what she wanted to do with it.
She should have taken that shot.
Yeah, it was open. I think she second-guessed herself a little bit.
Looked like a double dribble. Snoda gets her offense. There you go.
And if Fort Gibson doesn't do a good job of adjusting right now, they don't want to let Snoda get hot. They need to shut that down, make it the only three that she gets.
You know, just almost on cue, you know, their offense goes the way of Snoda and drains the three from the top of the key, and now she's got the momentum, and I'm going to take it now.
A little bit tighter of a ball game as we enter the second half of the second quarter. Fort Gibson still holds on to their lead just by 1 point, though.
This is the game that we thought. I mean, we're going to Fort Gibson leading by a stick man, and you know, this was the game that we thought it would be. We'll see if we ride the teeter-totter back and forth, but see if we start getting some lead changes. But you know, they've come out and they've held Fort Gibson scoreless in this period.
A little bit of full court pressure there by Holmes. She doesn't want to make it easy.
They're going to double team she double dribbled.
Yep. Peters, mental mistake. Might get rung up. No.
That was close to getting the technical there. Coach is going to have to, you know, calm his young group down. And here comes the senior.
Yeah, I think if that ball got 6 inches higher off the bounce, she might have got rung up right there. Pretty close to head level.
You know, he's got Allie Peters, #1, that freshman, but Leah Peters, her sister, she's going to sit on the pine a little bit. But there's Whitey again. She hits back irons. There was a foul. Yeah, offensively, that's a good call.
Foul number 12, Caitlin Wilson, her first. Team foul #1.
Of course, we're going to have a veteran officiating crew for the finals matchup. Teams aren't going to be able to get away with easy fouls like that.
Boy, you can just tell without Wiley on the floor that bringing the ball up down the court just seemed a little bit tougher.
Lowering her up for the travel. Looked like she wanted to try a Euro step. Ref didn't like the move.
Nah, she was out of control on it. If she would have been in control, then he would have looked the other way. But you go into a Euro step and you're out of control, and of course, you know, a turnover for a turnover. It's always that way, or a 3 for a 3. It just seems that you know, we're getting a little bit sloppy here, and here comes Coach Lowe's kind of feeling that too. So here comes Whiteley back in.
Wadey immediately matches up with her.
She's going to get Stanley down low, and she's going to try the mid-range and the leaner, and gets the call.
Stanley with a pretty decent size advantage down low.
Yeah, but her game
I'd like to see her
game is more mid-range. So you see that when Keshae Brown comes in, number 25, she'll move down low and let Lainey Stanley handle her mid-range, because that's her forte. She likes that 10-foot jumper, and she can hit it well.
You see the freshman Brown return for the Tigers.
So now you'll see her go down low, and Lainey Stanley kind of work the mid-range, and that's what both of them like. So, you know, Fort Gibson's playing to their strengths. Another turnover by Stilwell.
Whiteley sticks with it, slaps it over to Brown. Good awareness by Whiteley.
She's going to take it to the hoop with the Euro. Nice move.
Traveling violation for Gibson basketball.
Waiting?
And the penalty is number 11, Haley Minute.
I've always messed with that.
Wadey will pick up Whiteley full court.
She's looking for Stanley down low, kicks it out to Wofford. No, that's Christie, sorry. So Fort Gibson turns it over with a 4-point lead with 3 minutes left in the second period. Staying in that zone. White.
I imagine they stick with that zone. As long as it gives Snowda Wadey some trouble, I wouldn't go away from it.
Yeah, and she made the right move. I mean, she tried to penetrate, and you know, unfortunately, she got it blocked. But you know that's what she's got to do.
Stanley will bring it down for the Tigers. Not scared to handle it herself with little pressure.
They're going to front her. She's looking for Cache Brown, dripping down, and missed her. But your next best thing is having, and they are just going at it down low. Whiteley misses the shot that you don't usually see her miss.
Look to see if they get Stanley the ball down low.
They doubled her.
Blocked.
Gets it blocked, but then makes the poor move. We see a replay of this. She just gets stoned. Nice move down the lane.
Stanley
Again.
gets revenge. Fight for the loose ball. Favors Stilwell.
We got a wholesale change of personnel here for Stilwell.
We saw it a lot yesterday. I'm sure they're planning on subbing 4 players around Wadey again. It worked for him yesterday. We'll see if it works for him today.
So we got number 14, Abby Wyatt. Number 0, which we don't have in our book. 15 takes the shot there, which we don't have in our book. So number 0, Sloan Sweeney. Those two girls are just going at it, and it's just a good thing to see. Peters with the corner 3, doesn't connect. Snowda with the jumper, she's got it. Nope. Rims out. Cleared by Fort Gibson.
Stanley for 3.
Pace is definitely picked up. There's the perimeter shot. She passes it up with the drive.
We've seen that a lot from home throughout the tournament. She likes that runner from the mid-range. Most players try to get in close for the floater. She likes to take it from the mid-range a lot.
Perry Holmes. They're definitely overplaying out here on the perimeter. On Jaislyn Christie, number 10. They definitely feel that she's the threat on the floor from the 3 line. Cache Brown's going to take the mid-range. She can't hit. The big girl, Lainey Stanler, with the rebound, kicks it out. Another rebound by Stanley. She's going to give it to Whiteley. Takes the jumper. She can't hit, but gets fouled on the play. Sloan Sweeney with the foul.
Stanley for Fort Gibson commands a lot of defensive attention even without the ball. You can see anytime they look her way, it's almost like she already has the ball. You see the defense suck in. They need to use that to their advantage, maybe fake a pass down there, probably have an open shooter somewhere else.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, they're you can kind of see defensively who they're focused on.
They know who Fort Gibson wants to go through, and they're sinking that way. Fort Gibson needs to make the adjustment, have some players step up and hit some shots.
But again, like I said before, Fort Gibson's very directed on their. They are going to go through. They want to go through, and if it takes 2 minutes of moving the ball, they'll move it 2 minutes moving the ball to get that player the open shot. Nice hustle by number 2, Prairie Holmes. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Stilwell. With 12 seconds, they're going to go some on-ball pressure here. They turn it over and get the bucket.
Late in the half. Addie Whiteley head up. That'll make up for the turnover. Fort Gibson will still have a 4-point lead entering the half thanks to Whiteley not giving up on the play. She finds Brown down low. We'll get another look at it. Great play to end the half. That'll take us into a quick break before we get back with the second half action here, the 50th Annual Old Sport Classic. Stay tuned. We've got a tight one. Fort Gibson Lady Tigers lead Stilwell by 4. All the action brought to you on bravadowireless.com.
Just a red light running right through it. I do it for my people, for my team.
Quality mobile phone service in Oklahoma is a necessity, not a preference. Bravado Wireless provides nationwide cell phone coverage for a fraction of the price of national carriers. That's why we've been able to service Oklahomans for almost 100 years and counting. Visit bravadowireless.com to find your local store and make the switch today. There's really only one explanation for businesses who continue to thrive for decades on end, and that's a people-first mentality. Bravado employees live within our existing coverage area just like you. Our kids go to the same schools and play in the same leagues as yours. That's why so much of who we are consists of giving back to our communities, because your community is also our community. We are your family, your neighbors, and your leader in wireless mobility. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Welcome to Bravado Wireless, from right here in Eastern Oklahoma, where we provide quality wireless service and nationwide coverage for just $40 a month per line. Where we go above and beyond for you. This is your local service provider. We are Bravado Wireless, and we believe in the power of connection.
Plans backed by the golden rule, treating customers like neighbors. No fine print and no bait and switch. Now that's a bold move. Bravado Wireless.
There's really only one explanation for businesses who continue to thrive for decades on end, and that's a people-first mentality. Bravado employees live within our existing coverage area just like you. Our kids go to the same schools and play in the same leagues as yours. That's why so much of who we are consists of giving back to our communities. Because your community is also our community. We are your family, your neighbors, and your leader in wireless coverage. Make the bold move and switch today.
I made the devil run. I gave him poison just for fun. I had one friend, now there's none. I made the devil run. I broke so many bones, but none of them were ever my own. They were an army, I was alone. I broke so many bones.
Welcome back to the championship game of the Old Fort Classic, and should I say the 50th annual Old Fort Classic. So we've been doing this. This is now our probably 15th year of doing broadcast here, and we've enjoyed every game that we've done. And Trenton, how many have you done this year?
This will be my 23rd of my 24th game this year. 24 basketball games, back to back to back, and so on. You get it.
Yeah, I've been there, obviously, but
it's been a fun one, though. A lot of talent in this tournament, especially on the girls' side of the bracket. A lot of top teams. Now we're getting to watch the finals.
Yep, and we've got Stilwell, 5th-ranked Stilwell against the 8th-ranked Fort Gibson Tigers, or Lady Tigers. So we start out with turnover by Stilwell, and Whiteley's going to go all the way and can't finish, but Cachet Brown is just fighting. And ball goes out of bounds, but, you know, you can just see the talent that the freshman has, and why everyone's so excited about the future here at Fort Gibson. And now, obviously, that's saying a lot because they've made the state tournament 18 years in a row, and they call it the streak here. So it's something that they've done a lot. So we got a breakout, fast break by Whiteley, and we get the blocking foul by Prairie Homes. Stilwell fans didn't like that call.
No, they did not.
Whiteley goes to the line, the leading scorer of the game, adds to her total.
Knocked down the first. Like you said, both ranked. Kind of cool. We've got 4 teams that are ranked in the same class, so this tournament definitely going to move some teams around the rankings. It's cool to see this one tournament is going to have a big effect on this class and their rankings.
I mean, the highest ranked team in the tournament was Tuttle, and they lose both games, or 2 games out of the 3. You know, I got to give the kudos to Tuttle coming east and facing this gauntlet, because you know, they're used to playing the Anadarkos and the Bethanys of the world. So, but you got to give them the kudos to coming and getting involved over here in the east side of the state.
And they got to be thankful, probably getting a little bit of playoff experience. Closest thing they're going to get to playoff experience, anyways, would be this tournament.
So offensive foul on Laney Stanley. That's her first, which is kind of unusual. She usually gets in foul trouble, but stayed out of this game. But yeah, I mean, Tuttle's a perennial state qualifier as well, and you know, they're packed out west too. You got, you know, in Class 4A, you've got Kingfisher and Anadarko, which are and Bethany, which are in the top 10 as well. So Class 4A is just brutal this year. They're going to try to get inside with the little baby hook. Brown tries to dribble out of it, gets herself in a little trouble. Gets the ball out to Wofford, and she's going to finally clear to the one that should have the ball. Whiteley puts him in motion here. Wofford looking for Brown, can't get her. Again, they're going to try to look for her again. They do feed her. She's going to kick out and to Peters, and
Holmes with the rejection.
Wadey pushes the ball. She finds Holmes in the corner. She can't finish with the 3. Wadey with the rebound. She's going to take it herself, and of course, it's down. She's going down a couple threes, and they're going to trap Whiteley, and she gets it out of there. Whiteley's going to take a three. She short irons it. We're going to stay here.
The foul's going to be on 25 rounds.
That's her second.
Stilwell got to be happy about Shinoda Wadey starting a little bit faster in the second half than she did in the first.
She's looking for a shot now, and that's what, she's trying to get everybody involved, which is her job as the leader of the team. But
it's a nice inside look by Benham. Just can't convert it.
They're trying to trap Whiteley, which is hard to do.
Whiteley making all kinds of things happen for Fort Gibson right now. Able to hustle and scoop up the rebound. Pretty impressive right there.
11 with the three. She can't get close. The 6-footer, when she gets the board, she needs to be looking for her guard. Stilwell team's just too talented to bring it up by herself as a freshman. Get it to number 3 and let her do her thing. And she's doing it.
Stilwell fans wanting the push off. Ref gonna let it go. Whiteley gets inside. I think they're gonna call it on Wadey. We'll see if it's on the floor in the air.
They're going to say on the floor.
Fort Gibson, we'll see what they set up in. Baseline out of bounds.
Stilwell needs a stop here.
The lob over the top to Stanley. She fades.
Got it. Push the lead out to 7 from halftime. Stilwell just struggling with their inside game, which, when we looked at the game from the beginning, we said it was going to be Fort Gibson pushing in on the inside.
Sweeney will take the point for Stilwell.
Short corner, she's going to kick it out. There's the 3. Short irons it. Now there's a run out.
An aggressive block. No, Wadey. No.
Get that out of here.
That's one of the meaner blocks you're going to see in girls high school basketball right there.
That's authority.
Wadey showing some authority on the rejection.
Whiteley says, I'll just take this 3. In and out. Stanley on the rebound. They're going to call it on the floor.
Fouls number 0, Sloan Sweeney, her third personal. Team foul number 4. Jason Christie.
Sloan Sweeney with her third.
Fort Gibson comes out in the 4 flat.
Whiteley's going to take a 3 again, and she's
looked like she wanted
in.
Looked like Whiteley wanted to attack right there. She does a good job of recognizing the defense and sunk off of her. So she just retreat dribble, pulls it, and that's a good shot for Whiteley.
Yeah, that's her game, and she's taking control. And here you see Stilwell. They're going to talk it down. A good timeout. They pushed this to a 10-point lead. You got it, and they got momentum. So you got to find a way to stem the tide. And you could see that the Terry Sweeney just trying to talk them down a little bit,
And you're Stilwell, you got to find a way to jump back in this game.
Yeah, he's just trying to calm them down. And, you know, they're a senior team. They know what they need to do. So he's just saying, you know, just calm down. We're in this game. We got a lot of time left. Don't force it, you know.
And they don't need to freak out.
No.
Snoda Wadey getting started. She's doing pretty good in the third so far. She's got a couple three-pointers, a nice block.
You know, just relax, calm yourself down, because if you don't, the next thing you look up, down 20.
Yeah.
So Snoda Wadey, she's talking to her team. You know, she's the leader out there, and she knows what has to be done. They're going to work the perimeter. There's your three.
Herber.
You got the rebound. Got to take a better shot back out. Whiteley's going to push. She sees Christie on the wing. Back to Whiteley. She's going to get the screen, but Wadey's going to go over the top. Gets it again. Whiteley with the jumper.
Blackburn with a really good block out there. Able to hold her ground.
Wadey with the crossover, and is picked by Whiteley. That's the defense I was telling about earlier, and she's going to push, gets the foul. She has taken over this game.
Whiteley refusing to be a one-dimensional player, proving she is a two-way guard.
And Whiteley at the line. She'll shoot two. Number 2, Curry Holmes back in for Stilwell. Miley Wofford back in for Fort Gibson. Miley Whiteley with the daily double.
She has single-handedly pushed this offense.
Stilwell gets it inside. Snoda, a little excited, kind of throws it up quick.
She knew that Stanley was standing right behind her.
Refs will call a tip. Whiteley controls. Whiteley with a good move to get a step. She frees herself up. No good.
There's Snoda with a jump with the.
Stilwell got to find a way to settle in before the wheels fall completely off.
You know, they've been held scoreless this quarter, so they've scored 1 3-pointer, so they've had a 3-point quarter, which that's tough.
And you're not seeing a lazy team.
No,
but you're not seeing the same energy you normally see out of Stillwell, especially when they sub 9 players.
It's the defensive energy from off. There's Cache Brown with the putback. It's the defensive energy that Fort Gibson is playing with.
It's mentally draining, too.
Yeah, it's tough.
Stillwell,
and, you know, you always worry about this as a coach when you're a perimeter team or a fast break driving team, when you're playing the third game on, you know, in 3 days. And, you know, your shots can be short or they can be back iron. Your percentage just gets worse.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that's kind of what Stilwell's seeing, because they played 3 really tough games.
Oh, their first 2 both close. The second one especially.
Yeah, their battle with Inola was a gasser. And, you know, they scored 80 points or something in their first game. So
fatigue's sure to set in, even with their bench, as their bench players do get a lot of minutes. They were pretty good yesterday, especially Blackburn, Thurber, and Wilson. Bench has been a little quiet for Stilwell this evening. Just as I say that, Johnson will knock down the long-range jump shot.
They needed that.
Fort Gibson's going to hold here. There's the turnover again. Snowda Wadey, she's going to dish it, and there's the layup. 5 straight. They needed those. Possession arrow points towards Fort Gibson. Something's going on. Referee's clearing the floor.
So as Fort Gibson takes a full timeout, we're going to take a quick break from the action. Don't go anywhere. We're bringing you all of the action of the 50th annual Old Sport Classic here on bravadowireless.com.
There is truly no place like home. Right here in Eastern Oklahoma, Bravado Wireless provides the best unlimited talk, text, and data for only $40 a month. We believe in strong, connected communities. That's why we live stream community events like local football games. You may not know us by name, but we'll be at the same festivals and cheering for our kids on the same sidelines. Because we live where you live. Visit bravadowireless.com or visit one of our stores, where we make it easy to join our family. Bravado Wireless. We believe in the power of connection.
Plans backed by the golden rule, treating customers like neighbors. No fine print and no bait and switch. Now that's a bold move. Bravado Wireless.
Seconds left in the third here. Kind of a little referee coach issue that I don't know what was going on, but between the referee and Fort Gibson coaches. But Whiteley's got the ball and she's down to 12. Prairie Holmes is giving her fits. She gets around her. She's going to take the jumper, and of course it goes in. Just an amazing quarter by Addie Whiteley. She has put Fort Gibson on her back and has carried them. You just got to tip your hat to that. That's just some amazing ball playing, and she's not being guarded lightly. You know, Soto Wadey is just one of the best defenders in Class 4A, and you know, she is just doing some amazing things with the basketball.
Absolutely. Stilwell going to have to find an answer in this fourth if they want any chance at a comeback. They'll no doubt make some type of fourth quarter adjustment. Should make a fourth quarter adjustment against Whiteley.
Yeah, I think you've got to do some on-ball pressure. And you've got to get and the reason is you got to get the ball out of Whiteley's hands. If they're going to beat you down low, make them beat you down low. But you know, you got to get it out of Whiteley's hands. She's got 20-plus points in this game. So, you know, they got 39. So she's got over 50% of their offense. So,
and I think that also highlights something that Fort Gibson's done well, is just kept the ball out of Stilwell star players' hands. When Whiteley's off the ball, seems to be a lot more pressure on her. Or yeah, when Wadey's off the ball, there's a lot more pressure on her denying the pass, whereas Whiteley's been able to get the ball pretty easily.
Yeah, Whiteley's been able to get anything she wants. And on the flip side of that, Whiteley's playing Wadey tough, getting the ball out of her hands and making Stilwell supporting cast be the offense. So good game plan by Fort Gibson, and basically Stilwell's just hasn't countered that. And here you can see some on-ball pressure. She gets around it, but again, there's the on-ball pressure.
Holmes relentless against Whiteley.
And gets the 5 count.
Fort Gibson coach clearly not happy about that call. He thought Whiteley made enough progression towards the basket to constitute no 5-second count.
I thought so too, but you know, sometimes when you go across the court,
yep, the line gets a little bit more blurred.
That's right.
When you're deeper into your half rather than when you're at the three-point line making forward progression for sure. We'll have a foul against Blackburn. She'll have a chance at 2 for the line. Or Johnson, I'm sorry.
That's the 4th personal on Cache Brown. We should probably see.
We will. Just as you say it, Peter's going to sub in.
So that'll push Laney Stanley down more in the low block instead of doing that high pick and roll, which, you know, has been basically freeing Addie Whiteley. Prairie Holmes is back on, and she is just giving her fits.
I like the decision by Stilwell to switch Holmes onto Whiteley instead of Wadey. Going to give her a different look.
Katie Johnson gets the foul, but that's, to me, that's what you got to do. You got to get it out of her hands.
Yep, even if you do give up a touch foul, just resetting the offense.
Crossover, free throw jumper, back iron.
She's not going to miss too many of those. Don't want to give her that look twice.
That's what you needed.
Yep.
And then Snowda Wadey with the elbow jumper can't hit. There's potentially, I thought that was going to get turned over. There's a 10 count.
Yep.
Thought that might happen.
She didn't think that she was close to a 10 count, distracted by all the pressure. That took a lot of the 10-second away. Can't afford to walk up the ball after that.
Yeah, she held the ball for 3 or 4 seconds after the rebound. So nice dish inside. Very good, nice play.
That's pretty textbook. Wait for the corner. Wait for the person in the corner to get to the short corner and then crash.
And of course, then there's your answer, right?
You give a little, you get a little back. That's been the story of the game so far.
And then still with the turnover, Caitlin Wilson can't handle the ball on the pass. Addie Whiteley gets around the first defender. Christie wants to take the three and decides better of it. Prairie Holmes with the defense drops down. Addie Whiteley, of course, going to take the three. Just lack of focus. That was just a lack of focus play. It happens.
Happens to the best of them.
Yep.
As you see right there, senior guard Snowda Wadey. A little bit of a mental error, dribbles off her foot.
There's a 5 count.
Snowda Wadey makes up for it with good defense. She fights around the screen, unable to free up Whiteley.
Unforced error there by Fort Gibson. You know, that's just, Coach Lowe is just beside himself, and of course that leads to 2 points on the other end. Wadey back on Addie Whiteley. There's the high screen. Gets the foul.
Again, like you said, there's the answer. Every time Stilwell's gone down and got a bucket, seems like Whiteley's able to either create a shot for somebody else, get one for herself, find a way to get to the line. Always an answer from Fort Gibson. Stilwell, not so much. I think they've slowly built up this 10-point deficit just by not being able to answer back every time.
Yeah, and you know, that high screen and roll is just, you know, or the crossover is dribble is just freeing her open, and she's taking advantage of it. Misses both free throws. 8-point lead. Snowda with the jumper and gets the foul call.
So Snowda's going to have a chance to make this a 2-possession basketball game. She could put it within 6, making both of them right here.
Third, Blackburn. Benham checking in for Stilwell.
Mass substitutions for Stilwell. Getting fresh legs on the court. Snowda hits the daily double. Peters with the jumper, can't hit. Snowda pushes. Wild shot by number 11, Benham.
Yep, you mentioned it earlier. Fort Gibson knows who they want to run through, knows what shots they're going to take. We've seen a variety of different shots that we haven't seen in the first half from Stilwell. I think that's going to pay dividends for Fort Gibson as they've been able to get to their spots all game. They've already seen the looks that they want, know what they need to go to against Stilwell.
Jump ball to Stilwell.
Jump ball, possession error, points to Stilwell. Yeah, Fort Gibson was set up for the corner 3. They were going to move the ball to kick it out to the corner. They were wanting to get a corner 3 out of that set. But again, they're very deliberate in what they're doing. Stilwell needs to get an open look. Wofford with the foul.
Number 21, Miley Wofford, that's her second personal team.
Kind of a got to keep moving. Snowda tries to dish it down low. Pass isn't controlled, goes out of bounds. Turnover. Not what you need right now. Again, go right back to your moneymaker. Wiley to the line.
Blackburn, that's her second personal team foul, number 4. Addie Wiley at the line for 2.
Whiteley going to turn this into a 3-possession game down the stretch.
Back in for your Lady Tigers, number 25, Cache Brown.
6-footer comes back on the floor. Brown with 4 fouls.
Addie Wiley with a daily double.
Wadey just down the lane.
She had a nice little inside-out dribble, just enough to shake off the defense, create some space. Whiteley's going to go to work.
For those of you missing the Green Bay game, San Francisco just scored, make it a 7-3 game.
Stilwell able to hold on to the loose ball.
Never good when the ball locks in on your shoulder. Wadey with 3. Front back iron.
Number 11, Kaylee Bennett, that's her second.
That'll put Fort Gibson on the line. Laney Stanley, very good free throw shooter.
Number 12, Lady Stanley at the line, going to shoot 2.
Again, Stilwell subbing 4 around Wadey. Can't afford to get her out of the game.
As pushes it back to a 10-point game.
And Wadey got to be feeling fatigued. She's been getting subbed around all tournament. Probably has the most minutes played in the tournament. All of her games close. Couldn't afford to get her any rest. Good dish inside by Wadey. Number 14, Catron. Catron slow to get started.
Yeah, they need some stops. That's not, you want to give the ball back to lightly. That might not have been the shot that Coach Lowe wanted, but it definitely would have been a dagger. Three-pointer.
Holmes no good.
I don't know about that one. See if we can get a replay on that.
Comes number 2, Barry Holmes, her second. Maddie White over the line, shooting 2.
That was all ball. That was a call.
Unfortunately, Oklahoma high school basketball does not have the luxury we have with our replay system,
No.
so they won't be able to change that call.
There's no challenge in high school ball.
Whiteley able to capitalize.
Just too many turnovers by Stilwell to just, they got to get control of that as they move forward into the end of the year. But
10-point differential, 2 minutes left. You'd like to see them get it within 6 pretty quick. Need it to be a 2-possession game if they want any chance to get back. That's not going to, We'll see if we can get a replay of that one too. We'd like to see that one twice if we can.
Number 14, Shannon Catron, her first. Cashay Brown at the line for 2.
They might have got her in the body there.
Get it in slow-mo maybe. She'll miss the first of her free throws. The first one probably clean. The second one probably could have gone either way. But Gibson rewarded. They'll hit 1 and 2 free throws.
Pushes the lead to 11 with a minute 36. They gotta be aggressive here.
Yeah.
Just you gotta take the
shots. A little bit too selective with their shots. Johnson finally fires. It's no good.
Cashay Brown clears.
And if I'm Stilwell right there, really the one thing I'm looking for is Snowda Wadey shooting early in the possession. Instead, they work it around. Johnson will take a triple.
Of course, you know that's who you want with the ball right there.
We're going to give it back to her. Whiteley takes
They're
control.
going to double team her. That's a good kick out.
Probably could have just gone to the quarter right there. She'll skip it instead. Brown going to go to work inside. Snowda Wadey needs to get a shot off quick. She'll take that one. And that's just a mental error by Fort Gibson players. The one player you don't want to sink off of as soon as they grab the ball at the three-point line.
She sinks off of her.
Yep. And they make her pay. We'll have a full timeout here. Don't worry, we'll be right back to you with the rest of the action. Fort Gibson holds on to an 11-point lead. We'll be right back on BravadoWireless.com, bringing you the action 50th annual Old Fort Classic. Warriors got to be feeling good. 8-point lead.
Yeah,
Their game to lose.
And there's only one player when you look at the MVP of this tournament.
Yep.
There's only one player that you can point to from the ladies' side and say, that's the MVP.
And I think really we knew who the MVP of the tournament was based on which team won.
That's right.
Pretty crystal clear either way. But you are right. Anybody who tuned into Fort Gibson's 3 games, no-brainer who the tournament MVP will inevitably be.
You know, Lainey Stanley and Cache Brown both had great games here. You know, you can't take that away from them either. And then, you know, Snowda Wadey, she had double digits in points. It's just her supporting cast just, you know, wasn't on tonight. And that's going to happen.
Holmes will get the last second bucket to go. Stilwell wants to talk
and we'll
about
stay
it.
here. They're taking a full. We'll stay here. You know, but, you know, when you look at the all-tournament team, you know, you've got to include potentially Cache Brown, Lainey Stanley, and Snowda Wadey and Addie Whiteley. The girl from Tuttle. Weiss from Inola, maybe.
Inola, Mutri from
Inola.
Could be an option.
Yeah. So, you know, you look at those, and those are your candidates to be on the tournament team, you know. Definitely, you know, the Inola girls have been around for, you know, they're finally seniors. You'd think they were you know, NIL 9th-year players, but you know, they're finally seniors, and those girls can carry a team. You know, obviously with the making it to area finals last year, beating a good Kingfisher team. But you know, you look down the road and you wonder how these Eastern teams are going to be bracketed in the tournament. No one wants to be against Lincoln Christian. You know, in that area. So, you know, no one wants. Anadarko is a tough. They're beatable though. Bethany, you definitely don't want to be in their area. So, but hats off to both of these teams. Congrats to Fort Gibson for going back-to-back as Old Fort champions.
It's always good to be able to defend your home crib.
It is, and defend your title, and you know, this is always the for a lot of these teams. You know, these last tournaments are always the push in the playoffs, and you know, those are right around the corner.
We're getting close to the nitty-gritty. I want to thank Stilwell for coming out. We'll congratulate them on a second-place performance. Not a bad tournament showing at all. Huge congratulations, Fort Gibson, taking home the championship.
And there's the runner-up trophy.
With the championship hardware of the 50th annual Old Fort Classic, your Fort Gibson Lady Tigers. Congratulations to both teams.
Take a hold of that trophy, Miss Whiteley, because that one was definitely, you played a piece in that hardware. So congrats to Fort Gibson, and may your season continue on, and good luck in the playoffs. And we'll see the men's Stilwell team coming up, and we'll see the Inola boys team, which again, I've seen a lot of those boys for a lot of years, and you know, they were starting as freshmen. So look forward to that. So we'll take a quick little break, and we'll be back for the starting lineups and the championship men's game. So stick around, and we'll see you then.
This broadcast is a copyright of Bravado Wireless. This game and broadcast should not be reproduced, rebroadcast, or otherwise distributed without the express written consent of Bravado Wireless and its management.